just one new topic, which was first I am explaining the scenario. Okay, then we will go in our main topic. First, the scenario was here. We have three tabs. Okay, 2019 movies, 2020 movies, and 2021 movies. In the 2019 movies, 1 to 4 movies. Okay, here in the 2020 movies, 5 to 7. Okay, three movies are there. Okay, in that 2021 movies, there are three movies. Okay, here the requirement was, okay, in the three tabs. Uh, if you see the field name of all the field was like all the tabs was same. See, movie ID, movie name, year. Okay, here movie ID and the movie name and the director. But here field was not there. I will explain later. Okay, that regarding that. And coming to the here movie ID, movie name, director. Okay. So what was the user requirement was user want to see like all the movies information only single list. Okay. Here we have a three tables. In the Excel tab means in our Cognos it was a table. Okay. So in the T tables, right? So the entire three tables data will combine into single. Okay, and we need to display the all the movies from 1 to 10 within the single list. So for this, what we need to do in our Cognos? Is there any way to do this? So yes, absolutely, there was a way in our Cognos that is called union. Okay, just I had did that report for using the queries, and just I have built that report. So let me run that report. See friends, why I am explaining first scenario. If you go through any scenario, after then you need to find out that then you will be remember a long days. Okay, so the union query. See here 1 to 10. So here the movie name was all the movies name we got. Okay, the directors. Few of the director name is not available in the our data, so that's why it is showing null. And the few of the movies that doesn't having a year data, so that's why here showing that 0. Okay, this is our scenario. Okay, and I will explain from the scratch how to build that union query and how to understand our requirement. Okay, see, if you see here, just I am explaining here movies ID, movie name, and the director year in our Excel. So few tabs, movies ID, movie name, year, and the another tab there is no year. Okay, so if you go into the another tab, here also there is no year. So for that, what we need to do in our Cognos, I will explain. Okay, so and also they're having a few rules for the union. Okay, so I will explain also here the few of the there are the rules for the union. So I will also explain while building that report. Okay, so for now we are going to build that report, okay, from the scratch. So like I am building that report, it was existing report, right? Just I am taking one new report, and I had already built that data module. I took Excel and I create one data module. So I will provide that Excel in our video description. Okay, so let me go in the content and union query. Sorry, union data module. Here, they're having a three tables. Okay, let me build that queries. Okay, query 2 and query 3. So in the query 1, okay, in the query 1, let me take 2019 movies. Okay, placed, and I'm also relabeling. Okay, for our understanding purpose, 2019. Okay, movies. Second query I am taking 2020. Okay, and I'm relieving it. 2020 movies. Third query, I'm taking 2021 movies. Okay, and I'm reliving it. 2021. Okay, 2021 movies. And one more thing, I am also explaining what was the union definition, union query definition. Okay, the union is nothing but to match the records. Okay, or combining the records from one table to another table, or one query to another query. So if you see here in our Excel sheet, we have a three tabs, nothing but in our Cognos three tables are three queries. It was one query, it was another query, it was another query. So here what was, one query having 1 to 4, and another query was 5 to 6, and another query having a 8 to 10. Okay, if you see in our report output, what happened, it was combined or match all the records together and showing in a single list reports. That is the definition. If you are uh, like uh, trying to understand the union definition in this way, so you will be definitely remember a long days. Okay, so instead of by harding any kind of things, okay na? Here if you see, very easy, just you have to look in that tabs or queries and what happened in our report. Just it was what happened to merge the records or merge the queries or records into the single query or single list. Okay, so that is the union definition. And I'm going to build, just I had build the three queries and 2019. Okay, so if you see in our earlier output, or let me take one union. Okay, so by default it's whenever you are taking the union, right, it is showing 2. So if you want one more, I will show how to add that one more query. See 2020 and for this just you have to take it this here. If you you can it was automatically add. Okay, the third one. So for this we can add multiple queries in that union query. Okay, here we have 2019, 20, 21. Okay, so if you click and see here, we have a fields. Okay, let me take this, and for now just I am running view tabular data. So let's see how the data was, whether it was getting as you are expecting, or else it is getting wrong data. See here, if you see here, it was a wrong data. Why? Let me do ascending order so it is easy to understand. See here what happened. Movies ID, movie name was good. Okay, but what happened, the year column was, it is showing year as well as the string, which was, it is a wrong. Okay, so why it was happening? If you see in our earlier report output, let me just I am page preview. See here, how many columns in our final query? 4 fields. Okay, we got a right answer: movies ID, movie name, director, and year. But in our output, how many fields got? Only 3 fields, which was movie ID, movie name, year. The director field was missing. So for that, just I am going to explain. Okay, let me go in our report. If you see here why it was happening, actually if you see in our Excel, so here movie ID, movie name, year. Okay, but in this like a tab there is no year. Okay, so if you see in this tab also there is no year, but in our first tab the director field was not there. Okay, that's why we get a wrong results. So for that, what we need to do in our Cognos, so I am taking this scenario for this purpose only. Just I want to show, like if you are facing this kind of scenario, right? Definitely we got the same scenario in our real-time project. Okay, so we got this kind of scenario only in our real-time project. So for that only, that purpose only, I am taking this data. Okay, so I want to show in this scenario. For now, what we need to do in our query is, see here what happened, the director field was not there. For that, just we need to take one dummy column. Okay, let me rename that and the director. Okay, and oh, what we need to give data type, if you see in the director field, it was a text means it was a string, so that's why I'm just uh, giving double column, which was the sign of the string. Okay, just I am giving this, and director, I'm coming to the second query. Here director field was there, but year field was not there. So for now, for that, just I am taking one query calculation and renaming as a year. Okay, and it was a string. If you see in our Excel data, what was the data in our year column, 2019 okay, so it is an integer. For that, just I am giving as a 0. It will take as a integer. Okay, so it was in the second query, and third query also there is no year field. Just I am taking one dummy column and name it as a year. Okay, so and I am giving 0 as an integer. So for now, we are good. Why? The four fields are there in our here. If you see movies ID, movie name, director here, and here also movies ID, movie name, director here. So the four field, three queries are four field. So we are good. Okay. Now I am coming to this query in our union query. Okay. Let me take, so just I'm cut this field, and I'm taking as a new fields. Okay, just we add that directory field, right? Just I am adding this, and let me do the view tabular data. Okay, now check whether the data correct data are reflecting or not. Let me ascending order, so it is easy to understand. See, now we are got a proper data. Okay, so we got 1 to 10 records in the movie's name, and also director, few of the directors, there is no data, that's why we got null, and a few of the years having a data, few of the years doesn't having a data. Okay, so now we got a proper data. Okay, let me create one list report for this. As we did in our earlier report, I am choosing as a query 1, which was union query, and I am taking all the fields from the union query, and also let me rename that query name. Okay, so as a union query. Okay, just our understanding purpose only. Okay, so just I have assigned a union query in our list report. I'm creating one page header, and I'm take as a just I'm union. Okay, and for the alignment purpose, just I'm doing alignment in the center, and I'm also taking one table cell. Okay, for our list also needs to be in the middle, so for that I'm taking one table. Okay, just I'm taking one by one. Okay, so after that, just I'm adding our list into a table cell. So and then just I'm aligning our list to the center, and Just I'm giving the font size for this. Look and feel good. Let me assign 14 and bold. So okay, good. Now it was good. And the colors of this list, just I'm giving one color, background color. Take any one of the color. Let me take yellow. Not it was a mandatory, just I'm taking look and feel wise. Now we are good. Okay, in the union query, this is the union query. Mm, we have, just I am taking that three queries, and in our Excel sheet they're having a three different tabs. Okay, that the different tab I took as a three different queries and combined together all the queries, and I got as a single query and assigned to the list report. And the main important thing is, now I am going to explain. Okay, whenever you are going to build union query, we need to follow the specific rules. Okay, so what was the rules? See here, the number of column should be same in our all the queries. Okay, so for this just I am going to our report. Okay, just what happened in our three queries, the four fields are there. Okay, each query we have a four fields. If you check in all our three queries. Okay, just what I am doing, trying to doing, let me cut this field. Okay, okay, and I am going to run the union query, see what happened. Just I am view tabular data, or else we can run also list report. Okay, see, we got an error. Why? Because if you see in the detail, the identifier are not found. Union query. See what was the happen. Issue is, so as per our union rules, so the four fields, the like all the queries should be same. The fields, number of the fields should be same. Okay. So let me do undo. Now we got. So why this rule was introduced? Okay, just we write the four fields, and why this uh, rule was introduced. Why? Because I am explaining here. If you see what happened, for example, I am removing the director here. So what happened, uh, if you see in the output, where is that output? Let me go. See, it was a result. Okay, so if I am removing the first query in the director, so what happened in our second query also director. Okay, so in our second query, four fields, director fields also there. Okay, in our third query also director. But whenever we are removing the director here, right? So what happened? The merging record, right? The union means merging of the records. So here, so the director field trying to find the parent query, which was from the first query. So in the the second query trying to find the director field from the first query. Okay, but which was the director field was not there. So the recording they are trying to matching the record is not possible. Why? Because here the director field was not there. So that's why we are getting a error. Okay. So just I am explaining why the rule was introduced. Okay, blindly we are going to by heart these rules, right? So that's why I am explaining why the rule was introduced. Coming to the second point, what was that? So first point we are good. Okay, I am explaining that. And coming to the second point, what was that? Data type should be same in all the field in queries. Okay, so let me go and see. Data type should be same in all the fields. uh, for example, just I am going to the director field, director column. Okay, so which was a dummy column. Okay, so just I am, earlier I told, right, this sign is string sign. So I'm just removing the string sign and giving as a 0, which was integer sign. Okay, so just I'm changing the data type in the first query column. Okay, so let's see what happened if I am running the report. Just I am running the report. Okay, sorry friends, it is taking a lengthy video, but I'm trying to explain very briefly and answer easily answer. You will, if you are trying to understand, right, you will be remember the long days. Okay, see here what happened, we are getting wrong data. So the output was coming, but what happened, we are getting wrong data. Okay, whether it was a zero, which is was a, here if you see it was a like string, but we got a zeros, which means it was a wrong. Or else if you changing, right, this kind of situation we got the issues. Okay, so the data type should be same in our second point. The second point also same, like, right, here what happened in our, it was a string, but if you are giving here integer, it is confusing. Like the first query was confusing. Yeah, it was a, in the second query, third query, it was a string, but whenever we are merging three queries, in the first query it was a string, like integer. So then the field was confusing and we get a wrong result in our data. So that's why the new second rule was introduced. Okay, so that is the only reason the second rule was introduced. Like the data type should be same in all the fields. Okay, understood? And coming to that uh, next point, let me uh, change this as a earlier string sign. Okay, just I'm giving that. And what was our third rule? Okay, order of the column should be same in the all the queries. Okay, so the order, all the queries should be same. See, if you see here in the first query, movie id, movie name, director and year. If you coming to the second query, okay, movie id, movie name, director, year. Okay, and third query also same, order of the field same. Just what I am doing, right, so just I am changing in the last query, order I am changing. Let me push above of the director field here. Okay, see, just I am interchange the uh, like position of the fields. Let me run the report what happened. Report was run, but what happened, we got a wrong result in our output. See, you see in that, just I am doing the assigning. See here, director field, there is no zero. Why we got the zero? And earlier we got one like five director names. Now we six director names. Now we got three. Why? Because see, the rest of the three directors we got from the year field. Why? Because just we had changed the order of the field. So that's why we got wrong result in our output. That's why always we trying to uh, keep in the same order in the all the our union queries. Okay, so here also the same thing happening. If you changing the order, right, so what happen, for example, if you changing this order, okay, so here, so what was in our third query, uh, 1 2 3, in the third query, here the third field was here. If you go in the second query, but here director, so what happened, director and year what not matching. Okay, so that's why we got a wrong result. Even in the output also, where was that, see, in the year field, we got director name. Why? Because year and director are trying to merge the records. That's why you got a wrong results. So always we are trying to keep in the same order. Okay, all the queries. Let me change that order. Okay, this is the another rule. Okay, so the last rule was the column name must be same in all queries. Okay, so let me change any one of the one field. Let me change in the this query. I am changing this as a column name as a year. Okay, 3. Just I am giving randomly. So let me run the report. Here also we got that ascending order. The column name must be same in all the field. So sometimes we got an error whenever we if the column name is changing in our report. So that time also we need to check that. Okay. So that's it, friends. I am trying to explain union query very elaborately. That's why we got like around 26 minutes. Thank you, friends.